Hi guys, this is Queenie, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Queenie Unfiltered, where you are sure to be read for filth. However, I promise you will come out clean and pristine. We keep it real, we are honest with ourselves, and most importantly, we practice being beautifully balanced inside and out. So tonight's mic is pretty damn hot. I got some shit I want to talk about. You know what? Let me pull up the track list on my cell phone. Tonight we're gonna be talking about "Still Over It," right? That's that new Summer Walker album. Um, I listened to it. Now let me preface this by saying that I don't have a bone to pick in this fight. I obviously and clearly don't know these women intimately, don't know them from a hole in the wall. Honestly, if I walk by, couldn't wouldn't know if I walked by her on the street, right? Don't really know much about her. However, this album had got like a whole lot of like traction on social media. Y'all know social media hype shit up. And so I decided to give it a listen. From what I know about this situation, Summer Walker is an R&B singer who was in a I guess by industry standards, lengthy relationship with her boyfriend slash producer, some guy named London, another individual that I would not be able to pick out of a lineup. Um, and just listening to this album, I was able to ascertain that London had three uno, dos, tres, three baby mamas before he got in a relationship with this young lady, Miss Summer Walker. And then he were estranged from his baby mamas. Apparently, and again, I don't know. I'm not spreading malicious rumors and intent. This is not the Wendy Williams show, but this is all hearsay, right? Apparently, he also had a couple or a few domestic violence charges against him as well. So the nigga just really had a lot going on. So fast forward, he was her boyfriend slash producer slash manager. He wrote for her and helped her make hits and all that. Somewhere along the line, things went very sour, and then this young lady, Summer Walker, ended up pregnant and single because London did what niggas do, and he dipped out. He may have put his hands on her. I'm not sure that the song's kind of the track list. Bitter, right? That's narrated by Cardi B. X for a Reason. That's a song with the City Girls. Um, let's see, things like No Love, Throw It Away, uh, Constant Bullshit, Unloyal, Closure, Toxic, Screwing, Broken Promises, Fourth Baby Mama, and then it ends with Sierra Prayer. This is the abbreviated track list, right? This wasn't all the tracks. This was just the ones that were an obvious cry for fucking help. Now, I pray sis healing. I honestly and truthfully do. I pray sis healing. I pray that she receives closure from this situation. I pray that she is blessed beyond measure, and she uses this opportunity as a way for her to grow and learn from these experiences. But let's talk about how she got into this situation in the first place. That's what I want to discuss. That's what I want to talk about. How she got into this situation in the first place. First of all, she is, according to Wikipedia, 25 years of age. And I'm trying to pull up this little boy, London on the track, who is 20. Oh, he's 30 years old. Let me see how many kids he got. I know he got 4 baby mamas, but let's see how many children he got. Let's see. So he have altogether 4 children. He's 30 years old. He has 4 kids. Okay, he just had his 4th kid with a baby mom with Summer Walker, and all 4 of his kids are by different women. All 4 of them are by different women. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the motherfucking red flags. Summer baby, Cardi baby, Sierra baby. What them old people say? Everybody ain't telling the same lie. See, because men like Future, men like Offset, men like London on the track, you know what they do? They leave breadcrumbs of their character in every bed that they make a baby in. They leave breadcrumbs of their character in every bed that they lie in. Okay? And what do? We eat them. We eat them, and then we go crying because we realize we spent all this time with these niggas and we were never full. But let me tell you something. These men have demonstrated what in science we would call a pattern. A motherfucking pattern. And we just didn't follow the pattern. And then let me tell you something. This album was like 18 tracks or some shit like that. It was something fucking ridiculous. You know what it was? I'm sorry. 20. The album was 20 fucking tracks. That was way too much fucking energy invested in a nigga that Ben showed you who he was. Baby, you can pull up the domestic violence reports. You could interview his 3 baby mom. The insulting part is this young lady was going back and forth on social media with his other baby mamas and was upset, and that's why he did you this, and bitch, you ain't me, and look, bitch, you is her. Y'all all one and the same. Like, he did you exactly how he did them. And so I want to talk about the culpability that women have as it pertains to our own heartbreak. Because if you ask me, that shit was totally preventable. Had she took a critical look at that nigga's character, and you didn't even need a magnifying glass. It wasn't even no shit that you had to uncover. It wasn't even no shit that a nigga was hiding. That shit was all out in the fucking courts. Like, that shit was apparent. He had 3 baby mamas. The man had commitment issues. He is unloyal. Okay? He didn't care. But now, now he has 4 baby mamas. Obviously, he doesn't care about his fucking penis, and he doesn't value his energy or his time. I don't care whether or not you have the means to afford them. No responsible and upstanding or decent man is around here making all them a gaggle of fucking children with a bunch of bitches. I don't give a fuck. Nick Cannon and all the rest of them, I know they can afford them. No responsible and upstanding man is making a gaggle of children with a bunch of bitches. These men don't respect themselves. So how do you expect them to respect you? Okay, and at what point in time do we take responsibility for the decisions we made? Baby, you talking about red flag? You should have threw the bitch in the bullpen. It was all kind of red flags going up around that motherfucker. This album was, I understand why it was relatable, but it was so unnecessary. Had she took a clear inventory of herself, had she looked within herself and been like, you know what, I deserve better than a not even 30-year-old man with 3 motherfucking kids. I deserve better than to make myself the 4th baby mama. And then you made a fucking song about it. And then had the nerve to put Sierra on the album. It had Sierra disclosing her goddamn prayers about what type of man. What? All these hurt bitches in one spot. What? If you bitches don't get even with these niggas, get even with yourself. You're not really mad at him because he's only doing what the fuck we expected him to do. He is literally only doing what he has showed you that he was capable of doing. He is literally only showed you what the bare fucking him. Like, that's just who the fuck he was. Then she got on that album. She talking about she wanted to fight his mama or some shit like that. She blamed his mama because his mama trifling and his mama don't hold him accountable. Oh, bitch, fight yourself. Fight yourself. That man had 3 baby mamas, and and you fucked him. And you allowed him to make you the fourth baby mama. Fight your motherfucking self. Be upset with you. Be upset that you stooped that damn low. Be upset that your self-esteem wasn't where you needed it to be. Okay? Now, y'all know it'd be a cold day in hell before I agree with a nigga. Y'all know it'd be a cold day in hell. It'd be raining cats, frogs, and danglings before I agree with a nigga. But guess what? What the old people say, a broken clock is right, what? Twice a day. And at this point, I do agree with men when they say that women should be choosing better. That is a prime example of women needing to choose better. The whole situation with Sierra and Future, prime example. I don't know how many fucking kids do Future have. I don't fucking know. I don't keep up with what these niggas is doing with their dicks. But prime example of niggas, of bitches needing to choose better. And Cardi B, yes, we know she married Offset, but she filed for divorce every 6 fucking months because he can't keep his dick in his motherfucking pants. And what is he doing? He does what he has shown that he is capable of. Only what he knows. These men don't respect you. These men don't respect us. They don't respect themselves. They are loveless. Most of these niggas are fatherless, okay? This ain't about being toxic. This ain't about living up to no fuck. These motherfuckers just don't have a moral compass. And we lay down with them. Because what? Because we be wanting energy. We be wanting that time. We be wanting that attention. We want that love. But is that worth the mental gymnastics and literal trauma that they bring us? Do you know how much energy you're sharing with a man that has 3 baby mamas? Not only are you sharing energy with him, you're sharing energy with the other kids he has, and you're sharing energy with the women he had kids with. Come on now. Then you made an album about it. Cute songs, and I'm sure it's relatable for a lot of women that make bad fucking decisions. However, I don't think that she should be escaping accountability. And I'm not on that wagon that, you know, he hurt her and she's just venting. And I get it. All that is cute. I've been there before. Yes, we love to see the best in people. However, at what point do we stop ignoring the best in people and just take them at face fucking value and for what the fuck they're presenting us? I feel like if more of us did that, we'd evade a lot more bullshit. Does that mean we might be single for a little bit longer? Yup. That mean we might have to sit with ourselves for a little bit longer and possibly be lonely and all these other things? Possibly. People may call you bougie. People may call you stuck up. Whatever. But value yourself. Now you talk to this man for at least the next 18 years. You talk to this man for at least the next 18 years. Your child is not going to have any holidays or family gatherings in the same house with their other siblings because they're spread apart 4 different fucking households. That nigga certainly can't be in 4 different places at once unless he knows something that I don't fucking know. Unless he a goddamn mad scientist, he certainly would not have the energy to deal with 4 children across 4 different households. So what is he really contributing? And what was all of this for? Because we don't want to be alone. Ain't that some shit? All right. What we got going on in the comments? Let's see. I don't have too much of people saying anything but agreeing with me. We got anything in the YouTube comments? Escaping. Somebody said, I don't think she's escaping. And that could be, if someone said that she doesn't feel like she's escaping, she feels like she was learning from her mistakes. Yeah, okay, and I can agree with that, but also I will say that I wholeheartedly believe that this was a mistake that could have been avoided. Had the circumstances been different and nigga didn't have 3 baby mamas and didn't have domestic violence charges against him, that wasn't known to be a whole complete fucking whore and trash ass nigga, I might have gave sis a little bit of grace and been like, yeah, he was foul for that, you know, didn't see that one coming. But who the fuck didn't see that coming? He literally treated you just like he treated the rest of the women that he made children with. He literally did the same thing to you that he did to the other women that he made. If a man doesn't respect the woman that he put a baby in, I wouldn't even call him a man. Like, that's just that. Like, I don't know how you call yourself. I don't know how you call yourself any, how you praise yourself if this is how you treat the women that you make kids with. These are the women that are going to rear your children. These are the women that are going to nurture and care for and feed and provide for your kids, and you have no respect for them. You literally are beating them. We can say, well, she learned from her mistake. My whole point is the mistake absolutely should have been avoided if we learn to really love and fuck with ourselves. Because right hand to motherfucking guy, a nigga walk up to me right now and tell me he got 3 kids by 3 different women, I'm gonna say, it's so nice to meet you, sir. You be blessed. There ain't no motherfucking way. Right hand to God. What are your standards? The boy is barely 30, and he had 4 children. So we can, oh, well, you know, we all been there. No, bitch, we ain't all been there. No, ma'am. Some of us got common sense. And I'm not trying to kick sis while she down at all. Like I said, I pray her healing and I pray her recovery and I pray her strength. I don't wish heartbreak on another woman ever. But I want us to do better. There was no need to cry about that. To me, there was no need to cry about that. That was literally the bed you made. Have fun lying in it. So, let's see. Someone said that they felt like she thought it would be different for her since she's a celebrity. And thank you. I'm so glad you pointed that out. Women love to other ourselves. Women love to put ourselves above the rest. Oh, I'm not like them other bitches. I'm cute. I'm famous. I'm skinny. I'm this. This it has nothing to do with who you are, but everything to do with how they view and treat women. That's it. That's all. It's their pattern. It is their pattern. This has nothing to do with who you are, your status. This is everything to do with how they view and treat women, which is why when we are seeing those red flags, we need to be okay with dipping out. You ain't missed out on nothing. You literally didn't miss out on nothing. You missed out on heartbreak. And I can only imagine just knowing what kind of, I've heard about the type of social anxiety she has and stuff like that. So knowing what type of anxiety and mental health challenges that she experiences, I can only imagine the place she was in after going through this breakup with this Negro. And the saddest part is it was definitely preventable. But also, I do want to say that, you know, I'm proud of her because she didn't poison him, because that would certainly be something that I would have done. And that, you know, the breakup seemed to be, for the most part, amicable. Had to, because he wrote half the albums on her half the tracks on her 20-track album. So yeah, she should have listened to Beyonce to the left. But, you know, even that, because, you know, Jay-Z cheated too. So I just, you know, I think the world was a better place when men knew that their wives would stab them. Can you edit that part out? Oh, we live. I'm not encouraging nobody to stab a man. Don't go stab nobody and say Queenie told you. Don't do it. You on your own. This is for entertainment purposes only. But that's all I have to say about the topic. It has been great. Thank y'all for joining me. Next week, I don't know what the fuck we gonna talk about yet. We gonna figure it out. Okay, we're gonna take this conversation to Instagram with Katie from What's the Word. She also comes on Wednesday night. Her tag is KT Hickson. KT Hickson. So you said what? K. Hickson. I'm sorry, K. Hickson on Instagram. We're gonna take this conversation over there, and I'll see y'all next week. Same damn time, same damn place. It's been real.